Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Redeemables podcast, a podcast where we take movies that are 50 below on the Metacritic and decide whether to go, yeah, that's pretty good, or nah, we'll nail it to the cross. I'm Duff, and I like to party. With me is Ben.
And I like to party.
And Ken.
I also like to party.
And I'm Duff, and I like to party. Today we're doing 2007's Hot Rod.
Hey, Rod, maybe you shouldn't fight Dad this week.
Relax, Kev. I'm gonna win this time. I did like 40 crunches yesterday.
Get ready to meet your maker. Oh, God! We hadn't even started yet!
I just had a great idea.
One big jump, gentlemen. The biggest jump this town's ever seen.
Let's party.
If I'm gonna jump 15 buses, my body's gonna have to be in top physical form.
Did we reinforce the takeoff ramp?
No, we didn't have time.
Cool.
Oh!
I've already drafted a rough schedule of exercises that will help us take things to the next level.
Oh! Now! No, not now!
You're a terrible stuntman.
What? You're a terrible stuntman! I'm just kidding. I can hear you. It was just really mean.
From Paramount Pictures.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's a jump for the ages. The moment we've all been waiting for. He's going in circles!
Andy Samberg.
Who wants to see me do big stuff?
Hot Rod.
All great men have mustaches. Yeah, but real men actually grow them, huh?
You know I have a hormone disorder!
A comedy classic in my eyes, and my eyes only.
2007.
Not your eyes only. I think it's broadly regarded as a comedy.
Yeah.
Don't speak for me yet.
A lot of people are really excited about it. So it's got a Metacritic score of 43.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I always assumed it was above 50.
Yeah.
And when I
not,
seen
not a movie for the critics.
that's definitely not a movie for the
It's
critics.
it's not high art.
I'm very much looking forward to the Washington Post's thoughts.
User score is 67.
Yeah, okay.
Even that's a little low
Yeah.
for what I thought. Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
That's it.
maybe people haven't watched it.
And they rated it anyway.
So I've got a quick synopsis, but I fucked up on the printer. So I've got a black outline over
What is happening?
blue writing.
It's redacted.
How fucking weird is this?
It's like the Wikipedia's fucking been redacted.
It wouldn't be me hosting a pod if I didn't fuck up my notes somehow.
It's like it had Kevin Spacey in it and they've tried to remove it from the internet.
I got home today to print my notes, and it
You
said,
got a printer at home?
Yeah.
Fucking fancy. You don't
Wow.
use the work
"Yeah,
one.
I'm comfortable.
Must be nice.
I'm comfortable, yeah.
Wow.
I'm doing okay." So I went home to print all this stuff out, turn the computer on, updating 25%.
Oh, the
"You're
non-consensual
fucking
What is it?
joking."
Got to update the computer or the
Yeah,
printer?
at 5 o'clock.
Oh, the computer.
Computer today, so
Yeah.
I couldn't get on it. Got on it at like 5:30, 6 o'clock, and I just panicked.
This is the real Bill Gates conspiracy.
So this bit's retracted, so bear with me. This is the synopsis. Self-proclaimed stuntman Rod Kimball is preparing for the jump of his life to clear 15 buses to raise money for his abusive stepfather, Frank, to save his life with a critically convenient $50,000 for a heart operation.
I like how it's 50 grand.
It's
It's a
perfect.
good number.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a round number. It's
Yeah,
a little
it's-
low from the American health guest, is what I understand.
But it's a gettable amount. Like anyone can kind of go 50K.
Yeah.
I can probably get that.
I'm
I'm not
just-
going to. It's not all going to be legal. How I get it, but I can get 50K.
I'm just spitballing here, but while they got you cut open, they could just take out some of the more superfluous organs and you could sell them
And
on the
sell
dark
them
market
back.
as well.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
you're like,
yeah.
make it 38 grand, take my appendix,
So
half
like
my
a-
liver
like a
and one of my
trade thing.
kidneys.
I wouldn't be
No
shocked.
refunds. You see my kidneys? I'm going to have to pop this back in.
Should these bounce?
Why is it black?
Okay, I got the wiki, which is very different from mine. Hot Rod is a 2007 American comedy film directed by Akiva Schaffer. I did it well, Ken?
I don't
Not
know.
allowed.
I've
Not
never
allowed.
heard of that
In
my
his
life.
directorial debut.
That
And
makes
written
sense.
by Pam Brady. Got some notes on that?
You're saying Pan?
Pam.
Pam.
Brady. Pam.
Pan, like
Pam.
a panhandle.
Pam.
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 Pam. Got it.
Pow! Oh, a fucking one sentence into the fucking
Sorry.
Yeah,
wiki.
sorry, we're off the rails. We're off
The
the
film stars Andy
What did you
Samberg
expect?
as an amateur stuntman, Rod Kimball. Just side note, it just reminds me of fucking The Fugitive.
The Fugitive.
So much.
The whole movie, man.
killing me.
Is it The Fugitive Son? Is that where this is going?
Oh, a tie-in.
Yeah,
I
could
love
be.
a good tie-in. Same universe?
Changed,
I think it is.
it's changed everything.
Yeah.
Whose stepfather, Frank, Ian McShane, continuously mocks and disrespects him. When Frank becomes ill, Rod raises money for his heart operation by executing his largest stunt ever. The film also stars Jorma Taccone, Sissy Spacek, Will Arnett, Isla Fisher, and the two all-stars of this movie, Danny McBride and Bill Hader.
Yeah.
It didn't say the all-stars bit.
Yeah.
Personal reference.
I'll allow it.
All right, I'm going to get straight into the budget. This will surprise you. How much did this movie cost?
Not much.
Fuck all.
It was their first flick, wasn't it? The Lonely Island, I believe.
Yeah.
And
Financed by the Saturday Night Live.
I thought
Lorne
it was
Michaels.
financed by a
Lorne
stunt.
Michaels.
If they had financed it with a fucking stunt, that would have been
Stunts,
so meta.
Yeah.
I'm going to say $6 million.
Yeah, I'd go. Give me 15.
$25 million it cost.
Whoa.
$25 million.
They got more sway in
surprised
Hollywood
they
than
got
I
it.
gave them credit
Yeah,
for. I'm sorry. I
Nah,
apologize.
you know what? It'll be the Lorne Michaels.
Yeah, Lorne Michaels, yeah.
He would have pumped. The production's pretty good.
Yeah, I think so too.
There's nothing wrong with
it's
it.
not
I think
extravagant.
most of the money came from insurance or stunt.
The sets weren't extravagant. They didn't even reinforce the ramp.
Yeah. I think I'm more surprised.
Who am I going to build ramps for now?
I'm more surprised someone gave him that amount of money.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, like if you read that,
Nah.
like it looks like it probably cost that, but if you looked at that, if you read that script without knowing who was performing it or whatever, you'd go, "This is awful."
Yeah.
Because anyway,
I'll get.
and none of them were huge. Like Samberg was new,
All of them.
Danny McBride was
All it
new,
was new,
Hader
but
was new.
this movie was originally not Pam, wrote this movie for Will Ferrell. This is a Will Ferrell vehicle.
Yeah.
So he was going to do this movie.
Makes sense.
Okay, there's 15 million.
Oh, so
we're
it wasn't written by the Lonely Island guys.
No. Hold on to
Sorry.
me. Fun facts.
Keep your powder dry, Ken.
I actually got some fun facts that are quite fun.
Oh, really?
How much do you reckon it grossed worldwide?
Not much.
I'll give you a clue. It was released in Australia for 3 days.
Oh, shit. That's not good, is it? That's not a good thing?
Right. No.
I'm going to say it
That's
took
almost straight to DVD.
$13 million.
I'll go 20.
Ben was close. $14.4 million.
Yeah,
Global.
Global.
I had no idea it was such a flop.
Yeah, I think that's good for the movie because this is a huge cult classic.
Oh, yeah.
It's not a cinema movie.
No.
Nah, it's,
Yeah.
it's at home with your mates, like,
Yeah.
Wish I had mates.
ripping buckets. Sorry?
Sorry, we were all thinking
Who said that?
We were all thinking it.
Who said it? I didn't say it.
I've certainly watched it with a bit of green tea.
It's been drinking green tea all day.
Church every goddamn. I'll just sit there and do lines for the rest of me. Taglines, guys. I've got one, then I made up one,
Yeah.
and the other one's just for laughs.
Okay.
So the first tagline is "Smack Destiny in the face."
Okay.
I don't mind it.
That's a studio tagline.
Yeah.
This is mine. He's gonna save his father's life just to beat him to death.
Much better. I prefer that one.
It sounds super dark.
Yeah.
The bodyguard.
And the other one is "Too legit to quit." Cool beans.
So I just like too legit to quit.
Yeah.
Cool beans.
Without the cool beans.
Oh, what the cool beans?
It might be my most hated bit of the movie.
What
The cool beans.
The cool beans song.
Yeah.
That's Lonely Island 101, friend.
I got thoughts on that too.
Oh God, I'm panicked. Sorry,
Don't panic. It's all good.
No.
my eyes have gone blurry. I just sculled a Red Bull. And I'm
I just don't know why you swallowed that thing whole.
Too old to be
You
sculling
didn't
Red
even
Bulls.
take it out of the can.
I've been stuck in traffic for 25 minutes.
I don't trust anyone over 18 that drinks energy drinks.
Well, I tried to get Prime and I couldn't find it. I begged my mum. I said, "Mum, Prime, Mum."
I don't put anything in my body with that many syllables in the ingredients.
All right, let's get to the critics. You know they're all going to be good. Only fitfully. Oh, sorry. This
Who's
is
this?
the Washington Post.
I knew it was.
Decent Thompson. Only fitfully amusing. More often, it feels like a mediocre attempt to reprise the central elements of the infinitely funnier Napoleon Dynamite.
Okay.
Yep. It's
Why?
it's in the same wheelhouse.
Is it though?
Yeah.
Is
Yeah. Kind of absurd, slapsticky, yeah.
I'm sorry to offend the Washington Post.
No, I'm not saying I prefer this over Napoleon Dynamite if I had to choose one or the other, but they're very similar.
Yeah.
This is Peter Travers from Rolling Stone.
Our boy.
It is brutal. Peter Travers is a piece of
He's a savage.
He's a massive piece of shit.
Yeah, they call him the Savage at the office.
That's for something else.
What's up, Savage? It's like, fuck you.
I laughed, then I wished it was funnier. Then I just wished it would end.
Ooh. But he said he laughed.
He laughed.
He laughed.
I just focus on the positive.
I laughed for the first time in 20 years.
That one laugh got
I laughed. I didn't like it.
38 is pretty good from Peter
Yeah,
Travers.
it is.
Washington
Yeah,
Post
it's
is
probably
40.
the highest.
Peter
he's
the
given.
Savage Travers.
Okay, now I got the film threat.
Okay.
Never heard of it. Michael Ferriaro.
Oh, yeah.
That's his real name.
Yep.
There are enough laughs here to fill a 5-minute skit, but sadly, the film lasts longer than that.
Whoa.
Strong 5.
Yeah. It's making a challenge for the Savage belt.
He also gave it a 30, and this is the lowest score.
Mm-hmm.
Once again, something that might have been a faintly amusing sketch on Saturday Night Live, maybe even a tolerable 30-minute short, had the writing been better, gets tortured into a shape of a film.
Oh, once again, I am coming a bit around. I think it'd be such a fun job to be an arsehole on the internet.
It would be, yeah.
man.
Just get paid to be a prick.
And no joy.
Yeah.
Where's
Yeah.
your joy come from?
Yeah, well,
The sadness
Yeah,
in
kicking
film
the shit
directors'
out of
eyes, I
I
imagine.
think that's where the joy
so
is.
the Saturday Night Live thing's interesting, right? Couldn't we have a chat about that for a sec?
Please.
Because there was like
Is that
Saturday
all
Night-
the reviews you
I've
got?
got one
Yeah.
more.
All right, I'll
review.
allow it.
Thank
This
you.
is from the Miami Herald. Connie Ogle.
Okay.
For connoisseurs of stupidity, Hot Rod is a perfect delicacy. A silly movie about ridiculous characters. It's also quite funny. Hilarious, even. Thanks, Connie.
You snuck in a positive review.
Woo! 75 from Connie.
Good vibes. Yeah. 75.
It seems high.
She was high.
Oh, it's great. Connie's one of the good ones.
Yeah. Well done, Connie.
You wanted to bring up...
Oh, it only just occurred to me when we mentioned it there is that there was a bit of a glut of like Saturday Night Live alumni making pretty shitty movies.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it might have suffered a little bit from that, right?
I'm not sure that's ended yet.
No, you're right. You're right. So they got the Lorne Michaels of it gets it made.
Yeah.
But it's also people are like, oh, who's in it? Oh, those guys from Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
You're like, no Dana Carvey, I don't care.
Do you reckon? Yeah, pretty much. Do you reckon that Saturday Night Live thing? And I haven't watched it for a long time, but do you reckon it's a bit of an echo chamber, as in they make each other laugh and they just keep going and going and going, and they kind of lose scope of what might actually be funny for an audience and what might not be? And I'm not saying it specifically about this movie, but just about that kind of
The writer's
that well.
room in that room is like,
Yeah.
fuck, that guy's funny, but he's not actually funny.
And
He's just
kind
a
of like
funny
us
guy.
when we record the pod.
Yeah.
We just
I
keep-
was just thinking how much that applies to me and how I think I'm the funniest person. Yeah, faintly amusing.
But
for
I
other
can
people.
see elements of that in this movie.
I can absolutely see it in this movie.
So I can the skit thing. I don't necessarily completely disagree with the critics.
No.
That it does feel like one long kind of sketch.
Yeah.
It's a bit or whatever. That's
Saturday Night Live was great when they did the digital shorts with The Lonely Island. When
I don't remember. I never really
No,
watched
me
it.
neither. Yeah.
Well, I have. And
No, I trust your opinion on that.
Yeah,
I
that's
just
like
like
a
why-
5-minute skit, and what they've done is made this into a movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've had those before, though, right?
Yeah.
The Will Ferrell movies have done stuff like that where we've talked about, they are a series of skits threaded together.
Character from
with a
SNL,
plot.
and now we'll make a plot.
Yeah,
and
but
make
this
a
has
movie
got
out of it,
this has got a more cohesive plot than a lot of those.
so ridiculous.
It's so basic and it's
so
so
great.
but it's
I love
dumb
it.
as fuck.
Yeah.
I just love everything about it. Like, I can't say a bad thing about it.
Yeah,
Not one bad thing.
The plot.
It sounded like a threat.
To touch on.
Not one bad fucking thing.
It's because he looked me right in the
I
fucking
know,
eye
it's just
aggressively as he said that. The plot is unbelievably ridiculous,
Yeah.
and I love it for it.
Yeah.
Like, I got to raise the money to get my stepdad a heart transplant so I can bring him back so I can beat the shit out of him to earn his respect.
Yeah.
That's the plot.
Yeah.
Unreal.
It's a good pitch. It's a good pitch. Or it completely inept stuntman tries to pull off stunt Evel Knievel didn't achieve.
Yeah.
Is the other part of it. And so it's a pretty basic plot. So, but it's easy to put the skits in that, like when you hear that, when someone pitches that plot, if you're a comedy writer, you're like, man, I'm going to have a fucking.
I'm just
field
gonna go
day with
nuts.
this.
Yeah. Well, firstly, I think you're going to go, can we get Will Ferrell?
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
If we can't, can we get those guys off SNL that
Yeah.
are doing funny shit? Yeah.
So this is the story about Pam Brady. So look, I'll get my fun facts out
This
of the
is
way.
the story
About a
of
lady.
lady.
She was hit in the head by a fucking pen. Pam.
Pan.
So she wrote the movie with Will Ferrell attached, Will Ferrell in mind. Lonely Island, the director jumped on board. Then the boys jumped on board. Then Lonely Island rewrote the script that would fit their bill.
Gotcha.
So the director of this is also the director of the Lonely Island stuff?
And the digital shorts. Yeah, he's part of Lonely
So
Island.
there's 3 in the Lonely Island.
There's 3.
There's 2 in front of camera, 1 behind camera.
Right, okay.
As far as I understand, is that right?
Bill Hader buys the acid off that guy. That's the director.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
Sweet.
Oh, yeah, okay. Cool.
So they were in charge of all the digital shorts, what I was saying earlier. So obviously Will Ferrell...
Buys that acid and then the guy just like drifts out of it. Like,
Yeah, with a hat on. He puts a top hat on.
I've got that down as one of my favourite bits of the whole. Basically, everything Bill Hader does, but I love it. Yeah, I was tripping balls pretty hard, so I decided to get up my bench grinder.
Was it noticeable? Just fucking... I did a laugh count actually on my fun facts, and I didn't fill it out because I was fucking giggling the whole goddamn movie.
Yeah.
So yeah, this movie wasn't Will Ferrell attached.
So the script was floating around for a while, was it?
I don't know. I didn't look that far. I just know the facts. The fun
like,
facts.
with the script, this is a 2-page script though, isn't it? And then the rest is improv.
Yeah, it's an idea,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Here's an outline of each scene,
Yeah.
and you guys just say whatever the fuck you want within those scenes.
Yeah,
surely.
Because the Lonely Island come from the improv background. Like,
Yeah.
Big time. And then they chuck in comic geniuses Bill Hader and the man, the myth, the legend, Danny McBride.
Yeah, true.
And fucking hell, they just
crush.
cook. They just cook.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I found these fireworks in the back.
I've got that down as one of my
so
favourite
fucking
bits.
awkward.
too.
It's so funny.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Any
Pools are perfect for holding water.
As a somewhat of an expert in the industry, that's correct.
Pools are perfect.
My first thing that I always do, my first impressions, right? First impressions of this, the opening scene,
Yeah.
perfect.
Yep.
It sets the stage so well. It tells you everything you need to know about the main protagonist, obviously, other than Denise.
Yes.
Denise, isn't it? Yeah. So you catch on with her pretty quick later on.
Yeah.
But fuck, it's funny, and it just shows you, like, it just sets up those main guys so well.
Yeah.
I was relieved because I hadn't watched this for like 10 years.
Yeah.
So I was like, and I started laughing like real quickly, and I was like, thank fuck.
Yeah.
Because I sometimes leave these movies alone.
Yeah.
Yeah, like what's the Grandma's Boy, the other stoner one around that time?
Yeah.
And I leave it alone.
Okay.
Because it was one of my favourite comedies of all time, and still is, because I haven't ruined it by watching it when I'm 37.
Should I take it off my list?
Yeah. No, leave it on.
Okay, cool.
Leave it on.
Cool. Just good to know.
So I was relieved.
Yeah.
So I was like, cool. This
Yeah.
is still funny. I still find it funny is probably more the point. Yeah.
The with this movie, it's fun to watch, but by God, it's fun to listen. Just this short little quick stabs. It's like fucking non-essential to whatever.
Yeah.
But it's hilarious. Like,
Yeah.
cool whip. All that shit. Like, oh, I rhymed unintentionally. It's just like weird shit. Even Ian McShane, who does amazing.
Yeah.
He's fucking the boss. Even his little lines is fucking...
He's great.
I've got down as another one of the things that I really enjoyed was I love it when the serious thespians like Sissy Spacek and Ian McShane turn up in. We did it with
Brian Cox.
Yeah, Brian Cox, and in Step Brothers, the parents,
Richard Jenkins.
Richard Jenkins.
yeah.
It's great.
Yeah.
And they slum it, basically.
And they kill it. I mean, especially Ian McShane. He must have just loved this role. He must have been like,
This is how
for sure.
his role should have been how Eric Stoltz played in Anaconda.
fucking let it go.
No, will not. Ian McShane's lying down, but he's still acting. Stoltz
conscious.
just fucking sleeps. The lazy fuck.
Okay, I think it's getting unfairly criticised. Eric Stoltz. I never thought I'd be back in Eric Stoltz in an
I just don't want to talk about Eric fucking Stoltz.
Let's move on. Let's all agree to move on.
The one, how fucking bizarre is it that this wasn't on streaming? I had to go into the attic. I couldn't find it on stream for free. You could buy it.
Oh, yeah.
You could rent it.
Yeah,
But I'm not about to do that.
It's one of
You'd
those
rather
movies,
go to the attic.
I'd rather go to the attic. I'm not
Yeah.
giving it
It's
three.
one of those
Very
movies that was
different
on
recall
Netflix
spaces.
for ages and ages and ages. You know, you put it
Was
on your
it?
list. Yeah, positive.
Because I was fucking shocked.
Yeah.
I went to Netflix. Thinking, it'd be on Netflix. Nah. Stan, nah. Amazon, nah. Binge, nah. I just want to flex that I've got them all.
Yeah.
Apple, nah. Hulu, nah. Turn on my VPN.
Peacock.
HBO, nah. Peacock, nah. Go into
Channel 9.
Amazon and then go into Paramount, nah.
SBS.
SBS on demand. First time I've looked at SBS on demand.
Hey, check it out. It's really good.
Fucking weird. Like, this movie's got a cult following.
Yeah, you're right.
And you would get it for nothing.
Yeah.
Like if Stan wanted it, they could get it for a bag of chips.
Yeah.
Like no one's buying it. Like it's yeah.
I paid $5.99 to watch it.
Is that what it cost to rent?
$5.99.
Yeah.
Fuck. $4.99.
You can get the Blu-ray for about $6. You could have just got the
I
Blu-ray.
don't need another Blu-ray.
Okay, fair. But yeah, anyway, I thought that was really weird.
That is odd,
for a
considering how
movie
popular
that's
it is.
so popular.
Yeah.
And
Huge following.
The other thing to that is, I feel like there's this new generation of like teens or early 20s, whatever, that would not have seen this and maybe not even have heard of it because it's not like it's a cult movie amongst our age. They're missing out, man.
Well, at work, I throw the papers in there and do that fucking dance that guy always does, and no one gets it.
No,
and
they
then
wouldn't.
I have to show them the clip.
Keep
of
getting
it.
written up.
They wouldn't. Yeah. What about this?
That's probably my least favourite part of the
What
movie.
about the new?
Oh, what?
Yeah, I don't like
I
it.
fucking.
I
I'm with you. I think
I fucking love that
It's
guy.
just too much.
leave
I
it
just
out.
love
Yeah.
how he just throws the paper at the lady's face.
With the
all about it.
I was thinking about with the new generation of stoners, and particularly now how easy it is to get weed with medicinal marijuana and all that sort of shit. So it's just going to, everyone's going to be a stoner soon enough. They're missing out.
Yeah.
Like when you're 19 years old and you're smoking bongs at 1 a.m. with like 5 of your mates, this is the movie you put on. Or Grandma's Boy. They don't get it.
Happy Gilmore.
They're not renting it at $5.99. No. That's a fifth of a stick. Like,
Oh my god! Drugs with Kenny. We'll be right back.
Welcome to Vice.
so yeah. Anyway, I was shocked. I was also just angry because I had to go up in the fucking attic to get the Blu-ray. Yeah. Fuck. Found it pretty easy.
Leave a trail
It's a
of
nice,
breadcrumbs so you can find your way back out.
It's a nice
many
white
come back.
cover and white spine, so it's easy to see this one.
I actually love the cover. Speaking,
Yeah, it's
of
good.
the-
Yeah,
it's great.
Is
Great.
it? Sorry, speaking of that, is this like it's set in 2007? I guess.
Yeah.
But why? It's so 80s.
It's got a very 80s
It's 80s
aesthetic to it.
soundtrack, 80s the cover for the Blu-ray
Yep.
makes it look 80s. Everything about it, they're wearing like 80s clothes.
They are too, yeah.
Everything about it's 80s.
Yeah.
But then it's not.
It's not 80s, but
It's not. It's just set in 2000s. They've got mobile phones. Like,
Yeah.
They don't use them, but they're there.
weird mobile phones.
Yeah, yeah.
That white
Two
phone
different.
freaks me out.
So yeah, it's weird. Eh?
Yeah, that was odd.
I didn't get it. Why
Yeah.
they? Yeah. I didn't hate
Misdirect.
it. I loved the fucking soundtrack.
The Australian national anthem.
Yeah, yeah.
You're the voice.
Oh man,
You're spine-tingling and shit.
I watched that. I actually watched that John Farnham scene 3 times last night.
Yeah.
Because every time I watched a different bit. So many fucking funny bits. There's 2 ladies attacking a kid in a wheelchair, throw the kid off the wheelchair, and then grab the wheelchair and run away. It's like, they fucking
Riot breaks out.
just a fucking
Yeah, so that's probably one of my favourite scenes.
The end of it with Danny McBride with the
hold
TV.
the TV.
I didn't have time to do anything.
I couldn't stop it.
Yeah, no one got hurt.
It's, but isn't it funny when you see that very, very quintessentially Australian song in an American movie?
Yeah.
It's like hearing Land Down Under when you're overseas and all of a sudden you're the most patriotic Australian of all time. You're like, Aussie, Aussie, Aussie! You're like, fuck, over here, you're like, I changed the channel. Had enough of that
I
fucking
didn't
song.
even know the song by John Farnham. I didn't know America had heard that song.
I didn't.
Is it a global hit?
I don't think so.
I don't know.
I thought it was.
I'm not sure. I've never heard it anywhere else in the world.
No.
Yeah, not that I'm going to places that would play a John Farnham song, but
So for our non-Australian listeners, that song is like a huge deal in Australia.
yeah, it's massive. Yeah, it comes on anywhere, anytime. Everyone stops to sing along.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much like the movie.
The song
We're not
was so-
marching
yeah.
down the streets and looting.
And there's
Only
three
because we're
ran-
too lazy.
Yeah.
like the little comedy, like the 3 people just standing there singing it. Yeah. The next scene, they're looking the other way and singing it.
That would be, as an extra of Some Renowned with an IMDb to back it up, that would be fucking cool scene to be an extra.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just go nuts.
Yeah,
Sing along.
smash
go nuts.
something.
Go nuts.
I wonder if there was somewhere in the midst of the crew was an Australian. I feel like there was.
Yeah.
I feel like he's gone. Or she's gone. I've
Just-
got a song.
It's
for
the
this.
dude with the erection.
Yeah. yeah. No, but yeah, it's in the guy that chose the song.
Oh,
right,
right.
I've got a song you guys might like
Yeah,
for this scene.
check
They've
this
heard
out.
it and they've gone, shit, this is it. Very good.
Basically, the ridiculousness of the humor all the way through, and like what you were talking about there, is probably one of the better aspects for me.
Yeah.
To a point,
Yeah.
when they nail it, fuck, it's like
Kills,
sometimes they get it so good, and it is some of the little subtle touches like Duff's talking about, like the scene where he's like talking to the neighborhood kids, and then he's trying to impress them, and he's doing donuts, but he's not on the bike, and he's just doing circles, and he goes, "There's plenty more where that came from," or whatever he says.
Yeah.
Fucking just shit like that.
Jump in the pool tomorrow.
Yeah,
It's like quarter of the way.
And when he does this, when he's at the pool, I love that scene. So you know that he's going to fail spectacularly, and he does. And then the next shot is just people, just like a group of people, and they're just completely unaffected by the whole thing. Like the onlookers,
dead still.
They've been told to get out of the pool, so they're a bit pissed about it. And then they're watching him, and they're like, just no one's moving whatsoever. That's
great.
That's great.
The subtle stuff. I liked a tiny little thing with Ian McShane when he first finds out that he's sick and he's lying on the couch, and Kevin, the younger brother, is sitting like hugging him weirdly. Like, I laughed at that, like just the way he's like embracing him. And then as he's giving him like the family heirloom watch, and he's just eyeballing fucking Rod like across the room as he's handing over the watch. Like, fuck you, Rod. He's giving Kevin the watch. Like, the little things, man. Yeah.
Tiny little, like when he leaves the house and he slams the door and the window breaks. I'm generally sorry about the window.
It's really good.
I can relate to that. Yeah. We've all done that, right?
The ones that maybe I think when you're doing like absurd, ridiculous comedy, you are going to have some misses.
Yeah.
And there was like some of this. I was like, ugh. Like for me, it's obviously all
Was the Cool
objectionable, but the Cool Beans.
Yeah.
There was a couple of other bits where I was like, they've gone a little hard there.
So the first time I watched this, I didn't like it.
Oh, really?
Right, I didn't hate it, but I just didn't
I
quite
could
get it.
see why someone could easily not like this.
Yeah. When I went back, I've watched it several times since then. Quite a lot for me to go back to a movie, probably 3 times or something.
Well, might be your most watched ever film.
Probably, yeah. Pulp Fiction.
Oh, sorry, Pulp Fiction. Pulp Fiction's 4.
Drink. Yeah. But yes, once it clicked for me,
Yeah.
I really got it. But on this watch, I was. Again, I mentioned, I think, on Step Brothers, and I think that I've done my own best analogy where, like, I watch someone step on a rake, I find it hilarious.
Yeah.
But if they keep doing it over and over again, after a while, I'm just annoyed.
Yeah.
And couple of skits, a couple of times they just cross it for me. The Cool Beans definitely.
The dance scene in the woods, that was the
next
other one.
words out of my mouth.
And I get that's the joke,
Yeah.
is that we are going to push this so far that it becomes uncomfortable and it's kind of not funny, and that's why it is funny. I get that's the joke. It's just not for me.
I hate dance.
As a rule.
I'll just say that. Yeah, like I'm not
Any
impressed. I'm not
reference to
impressed by
Footloose,
dance.
I'm all about it.
Yeah.
The start of that scene's great, where he's like smoking the cig and like blowing it in the air. He's like doing the kind of angry dance. Like,
But it feels like it goes for 15 minutes.
I think it did.
I've got-
It's an 80-minute film, and that was a quarter of it.
I've got the time where he fell down the mountain.
Yeah.
I've got how long that is.
Yeah,
I'll
right.
reveal later on my
Okay.
fun facts.
Yeah. It probably is only like 20 seconds.
I'll do it now.
It feels like minutes.
So when he's falling down the mountain,
Yeah.
he's falling for 47 seconds.
Yeah.
That whole fucking
It feels like a
scene
long
is
time.
Yeah.
I mean, 47
seconds.
seconds is a long time to tumble down a mountain.
Presumably.
I've only seen that before in Lone Survivor or whatever it's called. With
The whole
Mark
movie's that,
Wahlberg. That's 90 minutes of falling down a
Guy
mountain.
rolling down a mountain in a sack. For the most part, the physical comedy is one of the real highlights for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah. It's
Like they're very,
Brilliantly
very good
done, yeah.
at the physical comedy. Like I said,
slapstick. Love it.
The way he just takes off and lands in the pool.
Yeah.
Every time he
Fuck, I
hurts
laugh.
himself,
I-
it's fucking
I
hilarious.
squealed at that bit with the pool. I knew it was coming as
same.
well. Yeah.
It was probably one of my favourite scenes.
They did subtle movements as well. When he's doing the montage of what he's going to do to prepare for the jump, every single scene, he's looking straight ahead with his leg leaning on something.
Oh, yeah,
and he's
yeah.
got his hands on his hip.
Like the cover.
Yeah.
And they do like different scenes.
Oh,
And
with
it's
that. Yeah. I do really enjoyed that.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's so good. Another huge highlight, we haven't mentioned him yet, is Will Arnett.
Oh yeah.
Fuck, man. I've got notes, so many notes on him.
This is my thoughts last night. It's like, fuck Will Arnett. He reminds me of Ken. I couldn't get Sully.
What are you supposed to be?
Sully, you chode. I owe you a kick in the nuts.
So, how's your mom holding up, Rod?
Oh, pretty good, I guess. I mean, sometimes I think she's really sad.
Holy shit, is that Sullivan? Sully? Bro, no way! No way, Sully. Babe, I gotta say what up to Sullivan.
Okay.
Sweet. Hey, don't you two go falling in love while I'm gone. Like that'll happen. Sullivan, you chode! I owe you a shot to the nuts!
Funny you say that because he's my favorite bit of the movie, and he's actually only has like 5 lines, but he fucking kills me, man. That bit where he's yelling, babe, wait.
Jonathan, Rod's doing the jump.
Oh my god, who cares? Man, why do you hang with those nerds?
I like those nerds.
Well, guess what? You're embarrassing yourself.
It's only embarrassing if you care what people think.
That's a good one. I like that. Babe.
Goodbye.
Babe, wait. Babe, wait. Babe, wait. Babe. Babe, wait. Babe. 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 Babe, wait. Babe, no. Babe, no. Babe, no. Babe. 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 No, babe. Wait.
I've been doing that bit for 15 years. Since this movie came out, I've been doing that bit. When someone's walking away from you, babe! Babe!
No.
Babe! Yeah.
That's also as well, like in a lot of these scenes, they just get they've cast it brilliantly. Like we were saying before, a lot of these people weren't quite taken off yet.
Yeah.
The Haters, McBrides, even the Lonely Island guys. I think this is after Wedding Crashes for Isla Fisher.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. This is 2007.
Yeah. When's Crashes? 09, I thought.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, be around about.
Yeah.
But they were at the beginning. Most of them they're catching at the beginning.
Yeah.
And they're just letting him. And you got to tell like that scene with Will Arnett just shouting that. Like it's just a director saying giving him as much rope as he wants.
Will Arnett's best line, I can't quite remember it, but I'll edit it in here, is when he first sits down at the diner and he's like, "You've been stood up" or whatever. And he says,
So, Super Dave, Denise tells me you're working on some pretty big-time stuff.
Yeah, well, I've been doing stunts since I was a kid, so it's not really a big deal to me.
Yeah, me neither. I was just being polite, but thanks for letting me off the hook.
Jonathan.
or something like that. It's just so good. No, you can stop talking. I wasn't interested anyway.
Yeah. The other person I reckon is a very small part of this movie, who absolutely cooks, is I believe his name is Chris Parnell. And he's Barry, the radio announcer.
He fucking loves AM radio.
Fuck, he's so good with
that tattoo.
This small boy here is your...
In fact, I've got a tattoo here that fully illustrates my point. It's of this rebellious young man, and he's urinating on an FM radio. And then this other stream of urine is going on to that television set. Implausible, I know, but I like to imagine that he had sex the night before, and now a little bit of residue is blocking his urethra, allowing the urine to flow in two separate directions. You may also note that an AM radio is sitting safely dry in the middle.
And that's AM radio, all nice and dry.
Now, I don't want to say that kiss was hot, but if the boner police are here, I want a lawyer.
That was one of the best jokes in the movie, like the best lines. Yeah.
I actually wrote down a few of my favourite lines just because I thought they were so good.
Go nuts.
You alluded to it at least earlier when Rico, our guy Rico, he's beating up the trailer dude and he's like, God, I go to church every goddamn Sunday. You're going to bring the demons out in me.
I just love...
One of you's going to get that dick hole smashed.
Oh, I'm freaking pumped. I've been drinking green tea all goddamn day. Oh, man, he hit his ass with a porky toe, man. Nice. God, I go to church every goddamn Sunday. You gonna bring the demons out of me?
There you go, you got him.
Not with the trash can, buddy. No.
You know, trash.
All right, let's get him off.
Okay. You better work. No. This is my hat now. This is totally my hat.
Just the best. I used to be legit. I was too legit. I was too legit to quit, but now I'm not legit. I'm unlegit, and for that reason, I must quit. He's doing the hands. Yeah. Never sneak up on a man who's been in a chemical fire.
That's in my notes.
That's good. That were my highlights. That were definitely my highlights.
It's funny because Akia Schaefer would have went, Ian, say something.
Yeah.
It does make no sense at all.
And
then he comes out with that. It's like fucking perfect.
It's good. I think the bit I laughed out loud the most at, and I'm watching this on my own at 11 p.m. on a Monday night, and it was the sister when they're doing the pool stunt, and the sister comes out and she goes, "Mum wants to know if your friends want great punch." Don't even ask, just bring it. and then she brings it out and she goes, she didn't have grapefruit, she had cherry. And Danny McBride goes, "Hey, little girl, I don't want cherry, it upsets my stomach." Just the way he says, "Hey, little girl."
Hey, Dave, Mom wants to know if your friends want some great punch.
Maggie, don't even ask, just bring it. Come on. Don't just stare at me, go! Thank you.
Hey, y'all. Mom said there wasn't enough grapes or mixed with cherries. Is that okay?
Yeah, fine, Maggie. You put it on the table.
Which table?
You tell me, Brainiac. It's your front yard, too.
Hey, little girl, I don't want cherry. It upsets my stomach.
Oh, Danny McBride's fucking the best. Yeah, I can't wait till we go through the casting crew and do some talk about him. Can I talk about the bit that I didn't like so much?
Yeah, let's a lot of positives.
Heaps of positives.
Anyone got some negatives?
I've got a slight critique of the movie overall.
Okay.
The tone.
That's fair.
Think it lacked like anytime there was some need for some emotional weight or some pathos, they just misdirected with a stupid joke.
Yeah, like the too legit to quit bit.
Yeah.
That was right when they should have had something slightly sentimental.
It's like they're afraid of putting any heart into it, and I
It's
felt
not the
like
movie. It's not the movie.
It wouldn't have hurt it. I don't think it would have hurt it. I think it would have helped.
You think of all the silly Adam Sandler movies and whatnot, like Happy Gilmore or Billy Madison, and
Yeah,
this is
yeah,
kind of
yeah.
in that ballpark. And they still had moments of like
It's like
slight
saying-
seriousness, even if it was just a minute.
There should be
and that
more-
would drive the plot or the emotion or
This
whatever.
movie's an hour and 20 minutes of a skit. It's essentially a skit.
That's what it is.
Any
yeah.
skits do you see with heartfelt moments and stuff like that?
No, but that's what the criticism is. I
My
guess.
thing is,
you just need a little bit.
just
a little bit.
Okay.
Or what they did is
I'm always
every
gonna be
time
defensive.
every time there was an opportunity for it, they did something like so. It's the first time I really noticed it was when Rod is crying over his dead father, and he starts crying, and he starts doing a stupid, ridiculous, over the top cry, and I'm like, okay, we had a moment that was probably going to get See, that's fine. I found that funny, right? But it was his facial expressions. I was like, oh, like you had a moment to. Like it's clearly that they could feel it heading in a sort of a sentimental direction, and they deliberately sabotaged it every time. Even the big kiss at the end when Rod and Denise finally
Oh,
kiss.
that's so fucking weird.
I didn't like. I was like, why though? She's with that. She's Will. Is that how she kisses Will Arnett? Like, didn't make. And there's no point trying to make sense of it, right? So I was like, oh, it doesn't make sense that she doesn't know how to. Like, come on. I'm aware of the fact that there's a lot of ridiculousness and absurdity in the plot overall, but I would have liked it if they just added a little bit more, just a touch more heart to it.
Yep, I agree.
Yeah.
And that's what would have separated it from the critics going, this is a sketch that's gone too long versus, this is actually, like, no one's ever going to say this is a cinematic masterpiece, but they go, it's a good movie.
Yeah.
And it's got like it's a rom-com.
It kind of
this could almost be a rom-com.
It actually is.
It
in a way.
is, but it's not because they steer away
Duff's
from...
leaving. See you, Duff.
Me ripping up my fucking
I just think it would have. It's really. I fucking love this movie. Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it would have just been. It would have been a lot better if it had a bit more pathos. And I just think that what that shows is this is their first crack at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that you probably develop that nuance and ability to add that without taking away the humor. Like you can have both.
It would have been fine.
Yeah.
I think it would have been fine.
I'd like to see the
They were
original
scared.
script by Pam because Will Ferrell, he's doing a little bit of heartfelt.
He does.
He always
He's
does.
Every
not
time.
doing
Always.
skits.
Yeah. Even some of his more
I reckon-
annoying pieces of shit have been a little bit sort of
Yeah.
They've
sympathetic.
got that in there.
So
yeah.
maybe Lonely Island, they just don't have that in them. They don't know how to do it, maybe.
At that point, I don't think they did. But again, this is like
So-
their first crack at it, right?
Yeah, they're-
So I'm not.
First script,
Yeah.
like maybe they just don't know how to hit it yet.
Yeah.
Or they're doing the most absurd shit ever, like Cool
Yeah.
Beans or whatever, and then we can't put a serious line in this.
Yeah.
They had that conversation.
They don't
This
need
is
the
fucking
serious line,
ridiculous,
even.
yeah.
They just don't need to sabotage the vibe.
When they do
Yeah.
try to do it.
Yeah, they don't need to add any big fucking monologues about how much he loves the abusive stepdad.
Yeah.
But they just don't need to turn it into absurdity every single time.
I'm actually on board with that. Well done. Convince me.
Like there was a part in it that's actually really sad, and they sabotage it again. But it reminded me of Step Brothers. The sadness of and it's weird because I think they're
When he
about
puts the
20 years
fucking
old in this, but when he puts the suit on,
suit and tie
it's
on?
like they killed the boy. You know, they killed the boy inside the man.
Yeah.
And it's like really sad. And that's like the Step Brothers thing. That's where
Yeah.
there's that bit of like, oh, fuck, this is actually quite sad.
Yeah.
Because they were just living their lives or whatever. And they could have really done the Step Brothers.
Step Brothers did it, right?
Yeah, they did it really well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if
Where-
you look at that shopping cart, it's literally chocolate and syrup.
I didn't even
And at
notice.
the end,
Yeah,
she
yeah.
puts in a bottle of tequila.
But that's the same as Step Brothers as well, when he has to go shopping for himself or whatever for the first time. Yeah.
But when we did the Step Brothers spot, I think, as far as I can recall, we all agreed with me. That's how I remember everything. But we were like, you get to the end, and it's relatively emotionally affecting, despite being ridiculous all the way
Yeah.
through. So
Yeah,
they
yeah.
managed to nail it.
Yeah. No, I'm with you.
And it doesn't feel sappy at any point. You
I'm
know,
with
go,
you.
oh, fuck,
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
feels forced. Yeah.
Yeah, and I laugh just as much in Step Brothers.
Yeah.
Adam McKay's been doing that for a long
Yeah.
time.
It's
so
just it's a slightly
I reckon
different,
it is
it's a different rung on the ladder.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Fair, yeah. Yeah.
Lonely Island's three young guys writing a script.
Yeah.
Digital short. Let's do it all.
And this is
Absolutely.
it's a very minor complaint. I mean,
Yeah.
honestly,
It's-
it's not even a
and it's
complaint. It's a
fucking fine.
critique.
It's
It's
fucking
positive
fine.
criticism. I'm sure the guys
They're
are
doing the
happy to
most
hear it.
weirdest, absurd shit on the screen, so they can do that.
Yeah, we got
It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot what I was going to say. Should I go into the cast now?
Sure. I think I'm. I think I'm done. Yeah.
I just got some other random shit. Is that
Go
all right?
for it.
Random shit that I noticed that I thought I'd write down because it amused me, or I've got questions about it. Either way, AM Radio's marketing plan wasn't great.
Yeah.
So that dude saw the movie of Rod being a fucking dangerously inept stuntman and was like, "I'm backing this horse."
He's waiting for death.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh,
That's
you're
what he
probably
wants.
right.
Yeah, yeah.
And
A death
Rod-
on radio.
Rod is literally going to die if he takes his regular bike onto those jumps.
Yeah,
like
it's
he's
true.
going to die.
He would have only cleared 2 buses.
Or, while we're talking about that, when he's giving everyone the thumbs up, and then you realise he's not holding the bike. Fucking, I could not stop laughing.
really good.
He's just so confident. Like, it's like, oh my god, oh my god.
It is very good, yeah. And actually, and this I've got a question that probably ties in actually with what we're talking about in terms of the absurdity. Lonely Island, like I was watching this thinking, like it's a fresh take on a lot of it's like a little pastiche of all these different influences, and it's a fresh take on it because that's probably why I didn't quite get it the first time. To be honest, I was probably behind the curve on that shock horror, where I was like, and when I caught up to it, I was like, now I get it.
Yeah,
I can't remember the first time I watched it clearly enough to tell you exactly why I didn't love it. But
there's a lot of awkward humor in it.
Yeah.
Which I like. The Office, I'm all about it.
Yeah.
I fucking love it. Like that bit when he's asking that chick out.
Oh, yeah.
Awkward as shit, but I find that shit funny. So
I do to a point, yeah.
If you don't like awkward humor, you could struggle to get on board.
Well, I made just a quick list of who I think like I could see coming through. Like there's obviously Monty Python. Like the all the fantastical elements, the absurdity, the spirit animal shit.
The
Power of the Dolphin.
Yeah.
The song. Like Monty Python used to love. Yeah.
So I got down as one of the ones that I'd say is a huge influence on him would be Weird Al.
Yeah.
And that's not just in this movie, but I would say
that's
all
in
over.
their music as well.
And Flight of the Conchords, I don't know, they're probably contemporaries more than anything else. The Mel Brooks stuff, so like the more lowbrow humor that's kind of obvious but it's executed really well. That's definitely Mel Brooks type shit. And then the Marx Brothers for all the slapstick shit. So that's all the old historical stuff. But like contemporary, like you got to say there's Adam Sandler, Will Ferrell, maybe Bill Murray, early Bill Murray. And what about like? And there's a lot of crossover in terms of they share DNA. The whole Judd Apatow.
It could
clique.
easily have been one of those Judd Apatow.
Yeah.
But if it was, it probably would have had all the...
And then they roll it all up themselves somehow, and they've produced something that feels really fresh out of it, which is like a fucking no mean feat at all.
Yeah.
And then, like, when you dissect it, you can see, like you probably can with anything really, you can see the influences, but like the whole time I'm watching going, this feels much more fresh.
Yeah.
For some reason.
Yeah, it does, yeah. They got their own thing.
Yeah, they definitely
it's
do,
a bunch of other things rolled into this, and of course, of course, you have influences.
Yeah, you do.
Everyone does.
I'm never saying that's a bad thing. You can't help it.
But they do it well by having their own thing.
They wrote their own script as well. And they rewrote it so it would fit their humor, fit their style. So
it's a great introduction to that style, right?
Yeah, I love it.
And my other question that came out of it, sorry to hijack your podcast, Duff.
That's okay. Go for it. I got nothing else.
Who out of these, mate? We're talking about these guys that were on the come up. Who went on to have the best career? Do you reckon? Out of Samberg, Hader, McBride.
Fuck, it's really debatable.
It really is.
There's a lot.
I reckon I looked into this and I reckon there's a winner.
It's probably Samberg just purely because Brooklyn 999 went for how many seasons?
It's still going, right?
But now Barry's back and that's doing 5 seasons with
The Righteous
Bill Hader.
Gemstones with Danny McBride, and that's one of the best shows on TV.
Best shows of all time.
Yeah.
Fuck,
love
it's
it
hard.
so much.
It's hard to say. Probably maybe Bill Hader has
In
probably
the
been in the
movies,
most shit.
Hader?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, he started popping up in, like, his run after this goes super bad, Forgetting Sarah Marshall, Pineapple Express, Adventureland, Night at the Museum, Year One, and Paul.
Yeah.
So this
in
he
for
broke
like,
through.
His key is...
Each one he's only in for 15 minutes.
But he owns
and
them.
Shoots for,
Yeah,
yeah.
he's the Ben Foster of comedy.
I've actually got on my notes.
Good.
he's only in it for 15 minutes, but you remember he's in it.
Oh, yeah.
Like, he's acting alongside Les Gosman, is it? In Tropic Thunder?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And you remember Bill, that's
Yeah.
Bill Hader, is his assistant. You
Yeah.
remember him, like, and Danny McBride's in that movie as well.
Yeah.
And you remember the shit out of him. I think Danny McBride from Hot Rod becomes a Hollywood ramp maker, goes on to Tropic Thunder, set designer. Mother Nature shit.
It's a tie-in. We're just joining it all together.
That's pretty good.
We're on to you, Hollywood.
Who's your personal like if you put all their success or not success aside, you got to choose one, right?
It's like in terms of output,
just out of those three, forget Will Arnett.
Yeah,
I'm probably just choosing him.
It's got to be Danny McBride.
I'm
Eastbound and
Danny
Down
McBride,
and Righteous Gemstones. I've probably enjoyed those two more than I've liked.
There's no one better than Danny McBride.
It's just his brand. I don't know how he does it. There's something
like Kenny Powers. Fuck, what a character!
An unbelievable character. Yeah, and even Vice Principals is pretty fucking good.
I think we're doing cast and crew.
Yeah.
I think
Sorry,
we're in.
guys. Yeah.
All right.
Just a segue into that.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
So this movie has a lot of lines. So next week we're going to do a game based on that.
Yeah.
In the
We're doing
mini-sode.
lines.
And we're also going to discuss our top 5
What?
comedy scenes in the movie. So
Ooh, fuck, that's hard.
it's a crapshoot.
Yeah.
You could say it's your favorite, but your mind doesn't think like that.
Nah,
you
that's
can watch 1,000 things.
Yeah.
So I decided to, I'll tell you on the mini-sode.
Yeah, I'm swerving.
I'm looking forward to it.
Prepare your bodies.
Get right now. So the director is Akira Schaffer. Anything
It's pronounced Kiefer.
Got him.
Akira Schaffer.
Could be.
So he's done all the digital shorts on SNL. That's what he's known for.
I don't know what that is. You keep referencing it, but
it's that's how Lonely Island started. Dick on a boat, no, Dick in a box, all that stuff. We got a band, and digital shorts is just like a 5-minute thing. And
Right,
then,
so it's a short.
It's a short, and he's done all them
in digital format.
So anything like,
thanks. I got it now.
It's not analog.
Thanks for explaining it in rich detail.
I just assume our listeners would know it.
I'm not sure that anyone watches SNL in Australia.
Oh, I haven't watched it in 5 years, but I know what it is.
A decent percentage of our audience is in countries that get it.
Yeah, true.
That's twice I've flexed on that.
I probably shouldn't be shitting on SNL then.
So he hasn't done much, but if you get time, I'm not going to go for it now. Go look at his producers and script writing. Fuck, he's done some movies. For example, I didn't write any of them down. I was in a rush.
Okay.
But look him up.
Looking up yourself.
Do your own fucking research.
I'm just asking questions.
The other Lonely Island one that I love, which I assume he probably directed, is that Pop Star one.
Never Stop Stopping.
Fucking unbelievable.
So his movies he's done is Pop Star.
Yeah, it's very similar to the Hot Rod, as in it's got a lot of jokes that hit and then quite a few that miss as well, but it's okay.
And they actually learned how to get a bit of heart in that movie as well.
Yeah, true.
There you go. Chip and Dale, fucking spectacular.
He do that, did he?
Oh man, yeah, he did Chip and Dale.
The reboot that we both enjoyed.
Fuck, it's so awesome.
So he's still working.
It's not bad.
He's working, yeah. Like Lonely Island's still going.
Are they?
Yeah. I like sports and I don't care who knows. He also had one of the biggest flops during COVID. It's called The Bubble.
Oh fuck, that was
where they
dreadful.
filmed a movie in a hotel.
Oh yeah.
It's
Judd
top
Apatow's
10
got his name on that as well, doesn't he?
Worst movies I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's dreadful.
I heard the pitch and went, I'm good.
As a matter of fact, any COVID movie was probably dreadful.
Yeah, that was the real virus.
Yeah.
Art doesn't die.
A billion people dead, but the movie sucked, and that was the worst thing.
God, I was inconvenienced mildly. Anyway.
So I've actually got messed up with the director and the writer.
Yeah.
I'm going on to Handle Brady.
Yes.
She did The Bubble. That explains a few things.
Oh, right.
So, Schaefer, you're still cool in my book.
So wait, he didn't do it.
He didn't do it.
Nothing to do with
He
it.
had nothing to do with it.
I'd like to
Rubbed his-
apologise
rubbed
to the
his fucking
Schaefer estate.
name.
We'll be hearing from their lawyers.
She's done a lot of little bits and pieces. Her biggest hit is Team America, World Police.
Okay.
She wrote
that.
it?
Yeah.
What
So
are
she
fucking
wrote-
Trey Parker and Matt Stone
Trey
taking all the shine for then?
They've always got co-writers. And this is
So she's writing it with them.
Yeah,
I'm
she's writing
fucking
with them.
shocked.
All
That's
right.
disgusting.
So I don't want to talk about her because technically I read writer, Lonely Island. They did this first time. Give it a go. They fucking smashed it out of the park. We'll go on to Samberg.
Yep.
Jack Peralta. So his Metacritic score is 53, which fucking surprises the shit out of
Yeah,
me.
me too, to be honest.
Because he's had some dumpsters.
I can't really name a heap of movies he's in. Can
Yeah,
you?
yeah.
I haven't liked a lot of them.
Yeah.
Like he's also a Bill Hader.
Name a few movies. As in where he's the main or at least second or third character, not just cameos.
There's the Lonely Island.
There's the pop star and then...
They were stapping.
Pop star, he's in that movie with fucking Adam Sandler. That's my boy.
That's awful. Yeah,
yeah, that's a terrible movie.
He's in a lot of
Is
things.
he though? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm not convinced he's in a fuckload as the main guy. I think he's only maybe got
Well, I know he's in Grown Ups 2 and Palm Springs.
Palm Springs.
Yes,
Gotcha.
and he's excellent in that.
Yeah,
so
true.
his best movie is Palm Springs. It's got a score of 83.
That's interesting.
Fuck, it's a movie.
That's interesting because I'd totally forgotten about Palm Springs, and one of my questions was, is Andy Samberg a good actor?
Yes.
I really enjoy Andy Samberg, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So just to clarify,
Are you a Brooklyn Nine-Nine
Yeah,
guy?
I am.
Okay.
Yeah, me too. So I'm all about him.
I really enjoy it. But that's the character he plays in everything.
Yeah, perfect.
So is he a good actor?
Yes.
As in, I hear what you're saying.
He's got a lane and he does it okay.
There's an actor and there's a comedy actor. He's a good comedy actor.
But
Yeah,
then
he's good at playing
Palm
that role.
Springs, he did it
Yeah.
different.
Yeah, and that's a good rebuttal.
If you haven't seen Palm Springs, it's on. Is it on Amazon?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do
Amazon,
yourself a favor
I
and
think
watch
it's an Amazon
It's
movie.
Fucking,
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
It's the surprise of the year 2 years ago.
He's done a lot of TV. I'm just scrolling really quick. He's done a hell of a lot of TV and a lot of voice stuff, but he's never really driven his own movie to my knowledge.
So, his worst movie is Grown Ups 2.
I fucking hate the Grown Ups movies. I'm sorry, Duff.
I fucking love them.
I can't believe
I don't know
I'm
why
with the
I love
Washington
them.
Post on this one.
They're shithouse, but I
with
love
the Savage.
them. And that's got a score of 19. I just can't believe he's 53. Maybe it takes into... But I was looking at
TV.
This
Is that just for
only.
movies?
Yeah, this is movies only.
Then it must just be... He's probably only
He's got a lot of bit parts. And
like The Watch.
Same as you, I'm looking at his IMDb now. I can't find a movie.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Bad
TV.
Neighbours. He gets a credit for
and
that.
I don't remember him in that.
Little bits.
Toga #1, so he must have just been a guy at a party.
A lot of Lonely
What
Island.
did Grown Ups 2 get? Is that
19.
19, that's bad.
How much was he in The Watch? I watched that not that long ago. When's he in that? I watched it only like 2 months ago. I texted you when I was watching it saying this is actually hilarious.
Yeah, because I fucking love them.
Yeah.
Lonely
50,
Island
right?
always appear like they're always doing cameos though.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
it's like,
okay.
and at the end you'll see Andy Samberg, Jorna, and Akira Schaffer. They're just 3 random guys.
Yeah.
It's kind of the niche.
They all, that sort of clique,
But Andy
all do
Samberg
that for each other, right?
Doesn't need a movie, man. Brooklyn Nine-Nine was one of the greatest.
No, I get. Yeah, I've gone back to
Universally beloved.
I'm now scrolled through far enough to go back to Hot Rod, and I don't actually think he's been the main guy in a movie since 2007.
Okay, mate, you've shat on him enough. Let's move on.
No. I was just
Movies aren't his thing.
Oh, and Palm Springs. Sorry,
Yeah.
that was his next main role.
That's actually
And
really
you
interesting.
forgot
career
about
bit.
that.
15 years apart.
That's my boy. He was the main guy in that.
Yeah,
okay.
we're trying to real hard to
I
forget about
skipped
that.
over that.
Terrible fucking movie.
Yeah,
You loved
No,
it, though, didn't you?
but
The two Andys doing their thing. I'm all about it.
with Palm Springs being the movie that it was and the hit that it was, it'll be really interesting to see where this takes him because he's been doing the same thing for 10 or 15 years.
I think he's going to keep doing the same thing for the next 10 to
Probably.
15.
Yeah, it's worked
I think
for
he's
him.
happy.
Yeah.
Oh, I hope he's happy. Good luck to him.
He
and his
probably,
family.
I think he likes being that guy.
Yeah.
Surely he does. He's been doing it for 20 years.
He's probably rich as fuck
You'd
too.
be really fucking sad if he hated me.
He's doing a really good job of convincing me he doesn't. So
maybe him
well
doing
played.
Palm Springs was the moment in Hot Rod where he had to wear the tie and go shopping for himself.
do a grown-up one.
They killed the boy in the man.
Okay, next I'm doing this Isla Fisher, man.
Yeah,
Fucking hell.
Perth girl, isn't she?
She's just great.
Fun fact about Isla Fisher, and this is
Can't wait.
allegedly.
Oh shit, I love it.
Allegedly.
I was qualifying it.
Allegedly, she's living in Midland now.
Yeah, no, not
Yeah.
Midland, like south of the river somewhere. I heard.
Yeah.
Oh,
With Sasha.
someone the other
Yeah.
day at work was talking about it.
Yeah.
I'm like, nah, that's not real.
Yeah, her and
Her
Sacha
and-
Baron Cohen.
They're living 20 minutes from here.
And Kate Walsh are here too.
Yeah,
Who's Kate Walsh?
I don't know.
Oh.
They
she's off
mentioned her on the
TV
radio a
show.
lot.
Yeah, she's off some TV show. But yeah,
So it's true.
yeah, as far as I understand, they have a residence here. Whether they live here full time,
That's
honestly,
wild.
they probably just.
And why are they living south of the river? Yuck. They can't be that poor.
You're right with Midland.
Do we have any listeners from south of the river?
I don't know the demo. Well, stats aren't that in depth, unfortunately. But if you're from south of the river, hello.
Yeah, welcome.
Yeah, no, you're a human too.
I heard it's beautiful down there.
Yeah. If you're listening to this on your stolen phone, thank you.
Some little
Okay.
a little local joke.
So her Metacritic score is 51. Incredible.
I thought it'd be higher, actually.
And every movie she's in, you notice her. Like, she's fucking very good as a comedic actress. Very underrated.
Yeah.
She steals the show in Tag, steals the show
I
in
love
Wedding
Tag.
Crashers.
Yeah, Tag's up there with one of the best comedies from.
So her best movies is fucking Rango and Horton Hears a Who. But I'm not about that. I'm not mentioning their favorite movies.
We
as
decided a
fucking
while
voice
ago
acting
that we
doesn't
wouldn't
count.
count the voice acting.
So
or
best
animation.
movie. This is
Animation doesn't exist.
This is me. This is me saying what a
It's a
best
myth.
movie is. The best movie is
Confessions of a Shopaholic.
No, Wedding Crashers at 67.
Oh, she dominates.
Yeah.
Kills it.
She's fantastic.
Which is hard.
If you had to guess what a worst movie is, would you say it's Confessions?
Yeah.
No, that's 36.
Is it?
I've not
Her
seen
worst
it.
movie is Scooby Doo.
Ooh, is there a
35.
as in a live action Scooby Doo?
Not the first one, yeah.
Does she play one of the main?
No, she plays a tourist.
Yeah.
That's it.
Right. Okay.
So she got out unscathed.
She's in it for a bit.
She won me over because she was part of the glut of like alumni from Home and Away and Neighbours that were coming out of Australia. That I was pretty anti them.
Yeah,
because those shows are trash.
Guy Pearce.
I don't know how they do it.
No, but
Well, now Margot Robbie, man.
Margot Robbie.
I know. I was wrong.
She's
Is my
the biggest
point.
star in the world.
I
everyone-
love
Like,
Margot Robbie.
10
on
years ago,
several
she was
levels.
in a
Everyone
She-
needs a start. I'm
Yeah,
just waiting
Russell
for
Crowe.
Alf's career to kick off.
Yeah, Stone and Frame and Craig.
Was Russell Crowe out at Neighbours or
He
something?
was in
as
it
well,
briefly, I
wasn't he?
believe. Yeah. So like those guys, like I had a bit of a bias against them. Let's call it the Melissa George effect.
Yes.
I didn't think all of them were any good.
Yeah,
but it was really
yeah.
just Melissa George.
She's
wasn't
still
much good.
she's still working.
Oh, good for her.
Melissa George is working.
About the IGA.
No, she's working. How dare you? She's working. She's still working. She gets a movie out a year.
Does she?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, good for her.
Maybe she's still making the triangle.
She does it. Yeah, she's still trapped in that. No, she does a horror a year.
Yeah.
I've got nothing against
She was in
Melissa
something
George.
recently.
She's
She's
good.
very good in.
I like her.
Yeah.
I don't even.
So I got Ian McShane next.
Yeah.
Fucking his Metacritic score is 54.
Oh, I thought it'd be higher.
Yeah, me too. His best movie is a movie called Caroline. Got 80. Never heard
Is
of
that
it.
an animated? I think, isn't it? Caroline? I think it is.
Not sure.
So I'll
Or
move
am I
on to
thinking of Coraline?
Coraline? What the fuck is Caroline?
There's some animated movie called Coraline or Caroline.
Oh, you know what?
I'm sure it is.
Yeah, maybe it
I
is.
think that's what it is.
I don't care.
I just assumed it sounded like
I wish I never said it.
Yeah, me too.
Now let's talk it through.
I rarely get bored by myself.
But okay, so that got 80. His worst movie is because of Renee Zellweger's Case 19. Don't watch it. I've seen it.
Is that one of those ensemble ones?
Nah, it's just her fucking solving a
It's
case.
after she jumped the
19?
shark.
Case
Yeah,
called
okay.
39.
Okay, I'm off it.
It's 19. I think it's Case 39.
I think it is.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've
100%.
now heard of it.
That's a garbage track. But what I want to talk about this week, right? What I've done is I've watched all the John Wicks.
Oh, yeah, so
1,
have I.
2, 3.
So I didn't watch one. I've seen that enough. I watched 2 and 3.
I watched 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
And Ian McShane,
He's good.
Yeah. Great, man.
hell, that's
Yeah.
an actor.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's fantastic.
So his best
Holds them
movie
together like
is,
glue, doesn't
wait
he?
for it, John Wick 4, 78.
is there? Wow.
I haven't
Early
seen
days.
it.
Small
I'm
se-
fucking pretty pumped to see it.
Yeah.
Could we get a lawyer in here? For that
I don't want to say that was hard, but if the Boner police are here, I want a lawyer.
So I'm all about John Wick, and I wish one day he makes John Wick 5 and it's 49.
Oh, so we can do it.
I'd like to fucking talk about all the sequels.
Yeah.
Then I got move on to the All Stars. So that's the cast.
Yeah, that's
These
the
are the
core.
All Stars.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll then give a shout out, quick shout out to Sissy Spacek, who's like way too well credentialed to be in this movie.
So wild.
Did nothing though.
Yeah.
Like she
She's
was just a sweet mum.
Yeah.
It's just cool the
It's
fact that
good
she
though.
agreed to be in it.
Yeah.
I thought that's pretty dope.
Yeah. Okay. I didn't look her up because I had her guts.
Oh, well, I gave her a shout out.
I hate her witch face.
I don't know why.
Wow.
Just I hate sweet moms. Will Arnett.
Yeah.
Ken's MVP, I assume.
Just kills it.
Yeah.
You're gonna hate this, but his best movie is Lego Man.
We don't do animated.
Yeah, I know, but I had to do it for
Yeah,
this
yeah.
because he fucking
Lego
steals
Batman. He's Batman in Lego Batman, isn't
But
he?
he's Batman in the Lego movie as well.
Oh, so okay.
So
I've never seen it.
his voice is iconic.
It's very good.
His best movies are Ninja Turtles, by the way.
Is-
Carrying on.
What?
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
That's his highest score.
No.
Oh, it's his best movie. I got you.
Scored 85.
Right. We're just editorializing now.
These are the All-Stars. I can do what the fuck I want.
Yeah, go for it. Rock it.
No one's fact-checking me. Caroline's... I'm pretty sure it's a fucking animated... That's all I've been thinking about. His worst movie is When in Rome. I've seen it. It's not great. It's a rom-com that Will Arnett's got no place in.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Yep.
But I just want to talk about Will Arnett, his career. Fucking hell.
Yeah.
Arrested Development steals the show.
Yes.
And then
unbelievable.
He's went on to do everything he's ever done. All three of these guys, the All-Stars, they steal things.
Yeah.
They're thieves.
Yeah.
They steal scenes.
Yeah.
They steal cash.
Yeah.
I assume.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. So
Steal your heart.
His Metacritic score is 46.
Yeah. I get that.
Yeah, me too.
I
Not,
can see it,
not everyone loves Will Arnett.
No.
Yeah.
That means I haven't watched Arrested Development. Okay, moving on to Bill Hader. So here's a fun thing about Metacritic. I can't find anything on his movies.
There you go.
That means it's
All I've got is his TV. His TV score is 54.
right.
Oh, I thought Barry would just.
Yeah,
fucking
they
score.
probably love
But
Barry.
then they probably include
Sat-
SNL
like,
and
Saturday Night Live episode 4. He was garbage.
Yeah,
He was
exactly.
outrageous.
Yeah.
So I just read he's in every movie ever made.
Pretty much every comedy of the last 15 years.
He'll play 15 minutes and dominate.
Yeah.
And his best movie, in my eyes, is Superbad at 75.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
And his worst movie has never been made.
Yeah.
What is it?
He's never made a bad movie.
Okay.
So I'm not going to sit here and like badmouth Bills.
You can't.
It's not my style.
You can't.
No, he's a cultural phenomenon at this point.
I'm going to
Really
move
is.
on to my MVP. My
You guys, sorry, do you guys watch Barry?
I haven't, no.
I watched
I've heard a
season
lot about
1.
Yeah. I'm about halfway through the third season, I think.
It's just one of those shows that disappeared for me.
I really like it.
I got Paramount Plus.
Oh, wow.
Sorry. Yeah.
That's cool.
I'm doing okay.
He's got a printer. He's got fucking Paramount Plus.
Fuck, I feel like a poor.
Wait. Have you got premium Spotify?
Yeah. Are you living in Nyla Fisher's house?
Rich motherfucker. Are you
Yeah,
living
dude.
north of the river?
Yeah.
Fuck, he's doing well over there.
Money bag.
I'm doing okay.
Wow. Go on.
No, you're an inspiration.
And then I got the King of the World, Danny McBride. His Metacritic score is 52.
Yeah.
This is a good cast. If you get over 50, you're
Fuck
doing
yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Like,
They're not making
Especially
pretty
in this
movies.
wheelhouse as well.
If
yeah.
if you look if there was such a thing as an audience score rating, then they're all fucking
Oh,
75,
yeah,
80.
yeah.
Yeah. It's just that they're doing different movies to what the Metacritic is about.
So his best movie is a bit of a shame because it's not his movie. It's George Clooney's movie. It's Up in the Air.
Okay.
So
I don't even remember it.
No, I was about to
Yeah.
say the same
I only
thing.
ever watched it once.
Yeah, I
you probably don't remember him in The Heartbreak Kid either.
I do not.
The Heartbreak Kid.
Yeah. Not the Australian
The Australian
one. The
one
one
with-
with Ben Stiller.
Oh, right. For a second there, I thought it was the
I
one
don't
where
like
the guy
that
makes
movie.
out with his teacher.
Yeah.
Happened at my high school.
So Danny McBride's been around for a while
Nice.
doing bits, and then he made his own movie, and that just took off.
Yeah.
So his worst movie is Your Highness
Loved it.
Don't
With
say too
Frank-
much about it.
with Franco.
We're not doing Your Highness.
Shout out Brett Rankin. Yeah, no, maybe.
Oh, my Godfather.
Maybe.
Okay.
It's the James Franco of it that's
All right.
complicated.
Sign me up. Next time I go to the attic, I'll bring down the old bucket as well. Fuck.
So that's the cast. Has anyone got anything to say?
Anything
else?
I'm happy with that. We covered
Yeah.
it all off.
Cool.
I think
Yeah,
we spoke
very
it.
I've got a
comprehensive.
few fun facts to end the pod on a high note.
Drag us out of the mire, Duff.
So when I ripped up that paper, have I fucking...
Oh, you pumped up these fun facts so much too.
Okay, during the opening scene where Rod attempts jumping over the little camper bus,
Yeah.
the stuntman playing Rod broke his leg. So the first scene in the movie where that guy fucking rams into that caravan, he actually broke his fucking leg.
Excellent.
It was Ben Foster.
Yeah. This is why it's just got a couple of mates making a movie. All of Andy Samberg's stunt doubles had prosthetic noses made to make them as big as Andy's. Jorma and Akiva played a joke on Samberg by requesting the prosthetic larger than his own nose so he would feel insecure.
Doing great if
Just
throughout
a couple of guys pranking each other.
throughout the
fuck,
movie, the
yeah.
noses just get bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
So by the last stunt, it's just this giant fucking Pinocchio coming off him. That would have been great.
I got
A little in joke.
Super aerodynamic.
huge fun fact at the end. I'll leave that to the end.
Ooh.
Bill Hader's long. So Bill Hader's a character actor, yeah?
Yeah.
He's right up there with Philip Seymour Hoffman, all these guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
Righto.
So his long
Okay.
hair in the movie was not a wig. Instead,
didn't
he
look
had
like
hair
it.
extensions put in, which he wore through the entire summer.
I like his hair in the
the
movie.
least method thing I've ever heard.
He got him
he
and then
just-
went, this looks kind of cool.
Hair
Yeah.
extensions, awesome.
Oh, here, I could deal with this. And he wore them all summer like he was. It's not like he slept in a bear in Alaska like Leo did or whatever.
Yeah.
This makes me love Bill Hader and Danny McBride more. Bill Hader and Danny McBride spent their downtime on set watching episodes of America's Next Top Model together.
I love it.
So they sat there drinking beers and watching America's Next Top Model.
Booty tooch.
This one's for the guy for the first music fact I've ever had.
Oh,
Okay,
wow.
Yeah.
Ready? The band called
Sorry.
Gorn, who plays
The
at
boner police for BJ over there. It's a music
It
fact.
better be good.
the band called Gorn, who plays at Rod's Final Jump, is actually Queens of the Stone Age.
No.
Yeah, 100%. That's Queens of the Stone Age. Go back, look at it, listen to
Shit,
it, and
there you
you'll
go.
freak out. Because I didn't believe it either.
Really?
Then I watched it and went, oh, fuck, that is Queens of he's wearing a wig. He's wearing this big fluffy wig. You
Josh
can't
Homme.
see. Yeah.
That's cool.
It's
That is
Queens of
really
the Stone
cool.
Age.
Okay.
That's my hero
You've peaked
fact.
stuff in
Yeah.
terms of facts. I'm fucking super impressed.
Yeah.
How did you not know that?
I don't know.
I was waiting for you and I was going to go, no, shush. I want to be
No, it was
the
Yeah, I
Caius.
would've thought-
I think you'll find it's Caius, but it wasn't Caius. It was Caius Lives. Yeah, no, wow, got me.
Yeah, so I implore you to go back and watch the final scene, and then you'll go,
I'm fucking
oh my
definitely going
fucking
to.
God.
Yeah, I gotta
That's
check it
Queens
out.
of the Stone
That's really
Age.
cool.
There you go.
Yeah, good on him.
So that's really cool.
Good on everyone involved.
Bill Hader. Just gets his mates.
Yeah, wow.
So yeah, let's get on to the nitty gritty. Let's get your final thoughts.
Allow me.
BJ.
Hot Rod is. Fuck off. Hot Rod's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
It's a really funny movie. It has a little bit of comedy for everyone. So it's like dry, it's absurd, it's slapstick. It's kind of like no matter what brand you're into, you can probably find something funny in this.
Yeah.
Might not all be funny, but you find something funny in it. Did I enjoy it way more in 2007? Passing a bong around at 1 a.m. with a bunch of mates? Yeah, I fucking did. By a lot. Did I enjoy it on Monday night? Watching it alone and sober? Sure. Was it as good as back then, though? Not even close. I'm going to redeem it for nostalgic reasons, but I do want to make it clear that I still liked it when I watched it the other night, and I still laughed out loud a shitload. But back then, for what I remember it as, then it's I still think it may, things pass, types of comedy pass and things like that.
The expiration date guy.
Yes. So I am still going to give it a 62. And if you disagree with me, then I challenge you to a fight in the basement with Rhodesian fighting sticks.
Well, nobody wants that, so I'm not going to disagree with you. I want to agree with pretty much everything you said, other than I was also high when I watched it on the weekend.
Didn't help, didn't it?
Yeah, it didn't help much. So I like this movie. Like I said, for whatever reason, I don't know. I think sometimes I'm just too contrarian, and when everyone's like, "You got to fucking watch this. You've got to enjoy it," I watch it at first and I go, "It wasn't as good as everyone said," because I'm a jerk. And then once I drop that sort of passive aggressive attitude, I buy in. I bought in straight. It's really, really good. It's not perfect, but again, for a first attempt and as an introduction to a relatively new style of humor, like I said, it's just a recipe that they cooked up of all different other ingredients from other comedians and comedies over time and served this shit up.
Yeah,
which I loved. I completely agree. My thing, I was wondering whether it's been too soon since I saw it last time, and maybe if you gave me another year, I probably wouldn't have been irked as much by the things that irked me just slightly this time. But I thoroughly enjoyed it. It's very, very funny. Love the fact that all these wicked comedians that have become part of our lives, like a real huge part of the fabric of like all the entertainment we watch and enjoy, this is where they all took off from, which I just really, really enjoy. We've come across that in various forms, in various genres. This is the young guns of comedy. And I am also going to redeem it. I'm going to give it 65.
Cool. Wow, very good. For me, this movie I've seen it a lot. It's my longest yard. It's my drunk movie. So I'll watch the first 30 minutes, pass out. The next morning, I wake up with a hangover. Watch the end of it. I giggle. It's my drunk movie. I've watched it many a times. And watching it Monday again, I was a bit, I've seen it recently, so I'm not going to like it as much. First 15 minutes, I was giggling. I didn't stop giggling to the very end. I fucking love this movie. I've always loved this movie. Short and sweet, redeem. I am redeeming it. I'm giving it a score of 91.
Whoa, Jesus
Duff.
Christ.
The comedy in this is right up the awkward comedy.
Yeah.
The shit that doesn't make sense comedy.
Yeah.
This time I listened to the movie more.
Yeah.
And I found out Queens of the Stone Age, knowing these little bits, I loved it. Every single line in the movie for me is a hit.
All right, man.
Yeah.
So
I'm there for you.
You hate Like
I
they
love
ring
that
the
you
bell,
loved it.
and it's all improv. It's that's all improv. Like, guys, we're making our first movie. Let's go fucking nuts.
Yeah.
Let's do what we do best, and let's make a movie. And there might be one person out there who'll give it 91, and I'm that guy. I fucking love this.
Someone had to do it.
Good.
It wasn't going to be the Savage.
So that's it. Well done, Hot Rod. It's been redeemed.
Yeah,
Thank you for
it has.
listening for my fucking massive pronunciation again.
I did
Not at all.
Nailed it. Someone Kiefer.
So next minisode,
Wasn't any name corrections in that episode.
I definitely murdered a couple.
That's fine.
I got the movies mixed up.
Dead names don't talk.
So our minisode, I've got a game to play.
Yep.
Right.
Sweet.
And then
Love
also
games.
we're going to do it's our top 5 comedy scenes.
That I can remember.
I want to change it up because for me,
glad I didn't prepare
I did
anything.
a thing. I didn't YouTube anything. I didn't search on the web for anything. I'll save it for the pod.
Oh, you're getting really good at this sort of shit.
Join us next week.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening to The Redeemables.
Thanks, everyone. Love you all.
God damn, what a brush. Bye.
The face of an angel, the wings of a dove, the heart of a lion. It's pumping with love. Once in a lifetime, from out of our dreams, it's the shape of man and motorcycle.